Tony D. Shit. What a need. Cornbread.
Welcome to the Sex, Travel, Sports, Food Podcast with your host, Cousin Cornbread on ANDS Radio. That's ain't no damn station radio. We're delivering this straight to your earphones, your car speakers, and sound bars on that Wi-Fi, hotspots, Ethernet, T1 lines, shared data plans, or however you get on the internet. And we about to go ahead and get this commentary in and solve life's problems. Y'all ready? Set, go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cornbread. What's happening, folks? This your favorite cousin Cornbread. Coming through Sex, Travel, Sports, Food, episode number 11, man. Yeah, we going ahead getting it in out here, man. 11, episode number 11. That's how you say 11 in a trap, okay? 11. I don't even know how to spell that. E-L-E-M, I guess. Yeah, man, we episode number 11. I appreciate everybody coming back who has listened before. If this is your first time, welcome, motherfuckers. You hear me? Oh, you know what? First of all, let me tell y'all something, man. Shout out to everybody that's joining on me on my Facebook page and Twitter and Instagram talking about I laugh at myself too much. Forget y'all, okay? I'm going to laugh at myself because I think I'm funny. Well, I think that I'm kind of funny looking, and I be just saying some corny shit sometimes, so I be laughing at my own jokes. But that's self-love. You're supposed to laugh at yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you don't think you're funny, who gonna think you're funny? If you don't think your jokes are funny, who will? Shout out to my play sister, Miss Gina, with my PSATs. She got that self-love season t-shirt. So y'all go buy one of them joints on mypsats.com. Yeah, man. And while I'm doing plugs, I just dropped some t-shirts myself. And y'all can go check them joints out on cornbreadscloset.com. Okay? Got some joints on there. Got the Black Dollars Matter shirt. Got the petty inside for all y'all people that's living petty in your life. Got a joint that was inspired by Intel's logo. You know how they got the Intel inside logo that shows you what that computer's being powered by. So if you're powered by petty, I made a good t-shirt for you, man. So go buy one, $20 on cousincornbread.com. Click the link, Cornbread's Closet. It's up in there. Or just go straight on the site, cornbreadscloset.com. Get your work in, get that summer t-shirt popping off for you. And I'm gonna have some more joints coming up. But we just getting started with those 4 first designs that you're gonna see on there now. So go buy one anyway, man. Buy one for you, buy one for your family, friends, co-workers, enemies, whatever. If you think your enemy petty, buy your enemy one, drop ship it to them. Just do that. They petty. But yeah, man. And don't forget, May 27th, I'll be hosting the Laughs and Spirits Wine and Comedy Series, man. That's going to be the first joint with the Royal Concierge Group kicking that off. That's Memorial Day weekend, Memorial Day Sunday, 6 o'clock, down at the tasting room at the National Harbor. We're going to be on the water. We're going to be acting fancy. We're going to have our pinkies out, sipping Merlot, sipping that Sauvignon Blanc, sipping that Moscato, if that's what you drink. Whatever y'all going to do, man, go get the tickets. You can get that on cousincornbread.com as well. Click the events tab. It'll take you right to it. And we'll have comedian Eddie Bryan out there holding it down for a full set for y'all, man. Ain't no half steps, ain't no bullshit. We're going to get it straight in, man. Y'all going to get some free wine down there, get some comedy, little hors d'oeuvres, and be grown and be fancy. I'm not going to say grown and sexy because I think people be trying to equate grown and sexy. I don't really think that's the truth. Because you can be grown, but you might not be sexy. Or you can be sexy, but you might not be grown. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be grown, and I'm just gonna give y'all fancy because we're gonna be drinking wine. That's it. Ain't really no other reason why I think y'all gonna be fancy, but oh well. But yeah, man, we're going to get into it. Like I said, episode number 11. Appreciate everybody coming back. Listen, if you haven't listened to the previous episodes, this is your first time, welcome. But if this, so if this is your first time, go make sure you check out all the previous episodes. I done seen some of my dedicated listeners and some of my followers and all that stuff, man. Some of them done snitched on themselves talking about they back on episode 5 or 6 or something silly. What y'all doing? Keep up, man. Sheesh. Unless I tell y'all I'm taking a week off. Every week I'm putting one out. All right? So make sure y'all keep up, man. But even if you didn't, go back and listen to them. They all online, all posted. You get on iTunes, iHeartRadio, SoundCloud, everywhere. Everywhere you can get a podcast, basically, I'm on it. Okay? Or just go straight on cousincornbread.com again and check it out. Anyway, let's get to it, man. Yeah, the past couple of weeks been really wrapped up in this royal wedding. Okay? Everybody been talking about the royal wedding. Everybody's so excited about the royal wedding. And a lot of ladies are just in love with being in love and in love with the weddings and the beautiful bride and all the rigmarole that comes along with it. And I don't really know what the hell rigmarole mean, but I think it counts. So it's useful. It's applicable in this situation. There's a lot of pomp and circumstance going around with weddings, especially these big ass celebrity weddings, which this royal family wedding is, right? But one thing I was always amazed by is Americans' adoration and obsession with Britain and the British royal family. Because you would think that based on the Revolutionary War that and the Boston Tea Party, that it wouldn't be a whole bunch of love for Britain, but millions of people obsess with Britain. Okay, they love the British accents. They love crumpets or whatever the hell that is. They like the teas. Motherfuckers out here drinking Earl Grey like it ain't nothing. You hear me? But first of all, let me tell y'all a secret, man. I don't understand. A lot of times when they have British accents on movies or TV or whatever, I have to turn on the captions because I don't know what the hell they be talking about. I need subtitles and captions because for whatever reason, I have a difficult time understanding British accents. Terrible. I don't know what the hell they talking about. Because they have like this weird, like the ending of their words are just weird. I don't know. But besides British accents, I have a terrible time with Indian accents too. Look, if I'm talking to an Indian or on a phone call with an Indian or something like that, or in a meeting and they're hosting the conference call, I have no clue. No clue. Like I had an Indian stats teacher. Let me tell y'all this story real quick. I had an Indian stats teacher, right? And this is a sidebar like hell, but whatever. I had an Indian stats teacher and she kept saying, she was talking about something. And I didn't understand what she was talking about. She kept saying, and if you take this data point and then you have to determine whether and then in order to deter mine something. And I was like, what the hell is a deter mine? Like, what is that? Like, what does that even mean? Like a mine? Like a landmine? Like a deter mine? Like, what the fuck is that? So I was like, so then one of my classmates was like, dog, she's saying determine. I was like, oh shit. Oh, okay, I got you. But the pause fucked me up, right? I was like, what the fuck is a deter mine? Like, what is that? I'm like, I ain't never seen that in a Rambo movie, a deter mine. I was like, dead ass, I ain't know what the hell she was talking about for like weeks. This is like probably the second week. I ain't know what she was talking about. I just finally had to ask somebody, what the hell is a deter mine, dog? I had it in my notes and everything. I wrote it down. I didn't know what the fuck she's talking about. Anyway. back to the royal wedding, man. Yeah, it was a lot of, everybody's all excited about the wedding. Ladies all in love. Love is love. It's so exciting. It's so awesome. But there was also controversy surrounding it, okay? Because if y'all haven't heard, the bride, Meghan Markle, I think that's how you spell her last name, but she gonna be Markle today. If she ain't really Markle, she Markle today. Meghan Markle is black. Okay, she's a black actress, a black American actress married Prince Henry. Oh, I made that up. I don't remember. But whoever the prince is. It ain't Prince Charles, right? It's Prince Henry. Harry, my bad. Harry. Prince Harry, okay? And it was a big story because supposedly she's the first black woman to infiltrate the British royal family. And everybody's all mostly excited. I think most people were excited about the fact that this lady was black. You know what I'm saying? But I researched whether or not, so I saw a whole bunch of people also saying, well, she's not the real first black person to infiltrate a royal family. And why is that royal family the most important royal family and all that kind of stuff? So some people were on that end of it. And I was like, what are they talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what other royal families are we talking about? Because people are obsessed with the British royal family, but there's tons of kingdoms across the world. Okay? So anyway, with this joint, I was like, let me see what they doing, because I like to know random ass information in case I gotta go on Jeopardy one day. Okay? Or if I got to shut down trivia night at one of these bars at the Green Turtle or something like that, or when I'm old in the senior citizen home, I'm gonna shut down the whole junk, because I got all the useless facts. Okay? So this is what I found out. So there's a theory amongst historians that these people that track the British royal family's lineage and all that kind of stuff, that there was actually a biracial queen before named Queen Charlotte, who was suspected of being the great-granddaughter of a Moorish lady who was born into the Portuguese royal family. And so the way that worked is, of course, Portugal invaded North Africa somewhere, and they took these people, married some of the people, had some babies, and this Queen Charlotte was one of the great-great-grandbabies, okay, of the Portuguese royal family. Now, great-grandbaby Charlotte became the queen after she married King George III, who was the king from 1760 to 1820. And Queen Charlotte was German, and she married him when she was 17 years old, and he was 22. That's the real live historical information right there, right? Now here go the crazy part about the whole jump that I found, which is they had 15 kids. 15. They had 15 kids. God dang. So you know what happened is she was black. You know, she was black, like Moroccan or whatever she was, Egyptian, I don't know, whatever. Whatever she was, she's black, okay? So she probably had that fat African booty. Okay, so what's his name? King George was like, hey, I'm about to dive in it. Real. She probably had a dunk on her. So he was like, man, you about to get these 15. Sheesh. He was like, man, that Jones, shit. You ain't going out this house. You ain't going out this castle, Charlotte. About to hit that back to back. Y'all think Drake be going back to back. What's his name? King George III be going back to back. Goddamn. He had 15 kids? God dang. But she was 17, so what'd that make her? 15 kids? That's like a kid. Shit. She was having babies till she was like 40. Sheesh. But look, I was like, man, that's the part that shocked me out of the whole damn thing. We already know everybody always invading Africa and stealing people with all this shit. We already know that. But 15 kids is a lot. So some of y'all is probably related to Queen Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Some of y'all Portuguese people, all y'all people over there in, what's that, Cape Verde, Cape Verdeans, y'all probably Queen Charlotte's peoples. All y'all Portuguese down there in South Africa. Or y'all probably some Queen Charlotte people, goddamn. 15? Sheesh. But yeah, man, I for real, I wish I had a lot of kids, man. Because I always tell people that dumb people, like all the ratchets and the dumb people, all the irresponsible people, they be out here having all the kids, right? So like, you grow up, somebody tell you, do it the right way. Have a bad family, find somebody, have a union and all this shit. Do it the right way. Meanwhile, the ratchets out here just popping them out. They don't give a fuck. They having, hey, we don't know. We just having any babies. But anyway, I wish I would have had a whole bunch of babies, man, but I don't. But you know what? My grandmother always pressing me out, man. My grandmother and my mother put so much pressure on me to have babies. And I'm old now, so they be really going in on me. My grandmother like a little low-key comedian. You know what I'm saying? So she always pull up on me, man. Very disrespectfully talking about when I'ma have kids. And then she started joning. She's talking about when my kids come home, when my kids get born, my sperm so old, my baby's gonna come out wearing construction hats and combat boots and go straight to work. I said, Grandma, you very disrespectful, yeah. Like, that's not nice. You're supposed to be nice as a grandma. You can't just be over here joning on people like that. Because I'm very sensitive about my age, my thinning hair, all that kind of stuff. And now you're talking about my baby's going to be Benjamin Button babies. That's disrespectful. So if any of y'all got a disrespectful grandma, don't think you're alone. Because these grandmas out here out of line. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, so on this royal wedding, everybody's like very extra excited. Or they're neutral, like how I was. I was like, okay, whatever, it's a wedding, don't really affect me. I don't really care about Britain. And then you had some people that was very upset, okay? And so there was some men and women that were upset because they felt like it was a double standard being set recently, okay? So you got, because you had the whole Donald Glover / Childish Gambino video that came out, This Is America, and when he, everybody started getting in his life, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But you had that situation where he's talking about how he was married, he's either married to or with a white chick. Whatever, who cares? But apparently people care, which we're going to discuss. And then you have now when people are saying that when black men marry non-black women, there's usually a negative connotation for it, versus when black women marry non-black men, it's treated as like a accomplishment, and it gets a lot of more support and all that kind of stuff. And examples have been like Serena Williams or Eve, the former rapper of Rough Rider. Eve, when she got married to the Caucasian dude, everybody was excited. Yeah, bitch, yeah. Right, like, get it. And now you got this actress who's marrying the prince. And everybody like, man, I need me a prince. I'm like, I need a princess too. Shit. They giving out royalty. That's definitely the glow up. For real. But yeah, so I definitely think that there's seemingly a double standard. All right. So like anytime, like we said, I mentioned those notable black women, right? So anytime a notable black woman marries a white man, whether he a prince or not, it's always considered marrying up. All right. So he could be a regular old accountant or some shit, or a dentist or whatever. Or he just work at Wells Fargo as a cashier or something. But everybody be like, yeah, it's about to be turned up. When I'm going to find me a nice white man to sweep me off my feet, girl. Be like, what? Yeah, these dudes, like, these N-words ain't this. They ain't coming correct. Okay? These N-words don't know how to be a real man and step up to the plate. You be seeing all kinds of stuff, man. Social media and in person. You be hearing them. Stop struggling with Jermaine and get you a Jeremy. All kinds of foolishness, man. But it's always some kind of weirdo compare and contrast to the perceived greatness that inherently comes with being a generic white man. versus the perceived struggle that comes with being a generic black man. Okay? So these ladies are responding to these ideas of what they think comes with just being black or white. And it's weird. Right? Like, why do people really believe that? They really believe that the black men start out not being shit. Right? So black men are definitely profiled as being trash until proven worthy, as opposed to the white men are automatically assumed to be great until they prove they a bum, until they prove they trash. So you got black trash from the top starting out, but white trash, you got to build up to be a white trash. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. I can talk a whole year about how irritating it is to be profiled like that off the top, and people don't know you. They just look at you, or they might know a limited amount about you, and they assume that, oh, they just like everybody else. Crazy. But, like the other storyline, clear, like I mentioned earlier, was that, so the backlash that black Twitter / black social media, I guess black Twitter is just the name for everybody black, I guess, these days. So the backlash that Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, got for being involved with a Caucasian lady. And so everybody was basically saying, even though he wrote songs like Stay Woke and recently This Is America, which was considered a very introspective, quote unquote, woke song and woke visual, supposedly, that he can't be woke and pro-black because he's married, or I don't know if he's married or not, but whatever, because he's involved with this white woman. And it's crazy. It's like the dumbest thing in the whole wide world when people say that, right? Like, why they going to that dude? They don't, who cares who he married to, right? If that's who we wanted to marry, that's who we fell in love with. If y'all believe in love and all that, then that's who we got. That's who he fell in love with. He married her. So what? He can still be pro-black. To assume that who you date basically controls who you are is silly. So you assume because this dude dates a white chick or just a non-black, what if he dated an Asian chick or Latino or whatever, right? But race doesn't define who you are. It doesn't control the percentage of melanin in your skin. It don't protect you against racial profiling. It don't protect you against genetic predisposition to diabetes or hypertension. It don't do none of that. So that man's still black no matter who he date, who he married to, who he has babies with. It doesn't matter. He still experiences the existence of a black man like everybody else in America. He does, period. I don't care. And that's why everybody always say, oh, they gonna find out they black no matter what they do. No matter you Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan, or Larry that worked in the trash company, or me, or whoever, right? We all black. We all gonna have that similar experience because that's how our experience been set up in this country. You understand? So I thought that was just weird, man. Like everybody was going in on him. Everybody was going about him having a white chick. Who cares? Let him have a white chick. So what? He's one dude. There's plenty of dudes in your inbox right now trying to be that black man in your life. Just answer the damn DM. Okay? Shit. Stop worrying about these other people, man. Worry about yourself. That's my favorite little meme or gif. Y'all ain't never seen that video, man. The little baby girl, little white baby girl in the back seat, in the car seat. And she say, worry about yourself. And she pointing at the thing, her dad or somebody messing with her, asking her to do something, put on her seatbelt. And she like, I got it. Just worry about your damn self. And that's true. Everybody needs to worry about themselves, man. For real. Listen to that baby. If you ain't never seen it, go just type it and worry about yourself on YouTube. It'll come up. But yeah, so it's crazy because then they went into this whole topic about whether or not with the Donald Glover thing, the Childish Gambino thing, they went into this whole topic about whether or not creative dudes weird. So they correlated creative and weird dudes with nice dudes. Okay, and they were like, all right, well, are these weird, creative, nice dudes like Donald Glover even attractive to black women? in general. Like, why they mad? They didn't want him in the first place, right? So apparently, black women, along with the Kardashians, have been generalized as only being attracted to athletes, drug dealers, and thugs. So would they even have gone? Would they even care about Childish Gambino if he didn't have any notoriety, if he wasn't famous? Would they even care? And it was crazy. The response was all over the map. Okay, but one of the craziest things is that when it got into this whole thing, everybody started focusing on a nice guy thing. Nice guy. There's been all these people talking about nice guys, and apparently, women don't like the stigma of self-proclaimed nice guys. So if you a quote unquote nice guy, you consider yourself a nice guy, don't tell these women, because they saying that shit is all a facade. They saying the only reason, or the ones that were vocal anyway, I'm talking about the feedback I saw, so I'm not saying it all women, but the ones who were talking about it, they were like, look, these dudes only being nice because they trying to get the draws. Like, being nice and self-proclaimed nice is nothing. Because y'all only being nice to fuck. And I was like, damn, is that true? Is it really true that black men across the world have going on with a choreographed show just to hit it? Like, they was like, yeah, like he gonna be nice up front, and as soon as he hit it, he gonna just revert back to, like, same old raggedy ass N-word. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Y'all think that every quote unquote nice dude is just putting on a show to fuck? Like, that's crazy. I don't understand. And because there's some dudes, I guess, that are genuinely nice, right? So how do you discern between who is the one that's putting on and who's the one that's genuine? And why would that be a problem? Even if he was faking, I don't know, man. It's crazy. I guess it's false representation or something like that. But it was crazy how everybody was really going in on being nice. On dudes who I guess the caveat was dudes that proclaim themselves as being a nice guy and trying to kind of take credit for being nice. So I don't know. I guess being nice has turned into a derogatory term in the dating world these days, man. And the ladies don't want to hear it, man, because they saying being nice don't mean nothing. And being nice don't entitle you to no cooch. It don't entitle you to them being nice back, and it don't entitle you to no cooch. So if y'all think y'all nice, fellas, don't tell nobody. Okay? Don't say nothing. Just be nice, mind your business, keep moving. And I wholeheartedly agree with the ladies on that, though. Okay? Being nice or whatever, it don't entitle you to nothing. It don't entitle nobody to nothing. But I also think it goes both ways, because there's a lot of women who think because they're nice and quote unquote quality woman and all this stuff, that they deserve to be dating all these, the man of their dreams or the man that they like or whoever. But you're not entitled to it either. So, the man not entitled to it, the woman not entitled to it. You know what I'm saying? Because they could be somebody that's nice, but they still have unattractive characteristics, right? Like, they could be inconsistent. They could be pushy. They could be needy. They could be a drug addict, a compulsive gambler. Or in real life, they could just be plain old unattractive. They could just be ugly. Or have bad hygiene or whatever. It could be any old thing, but nice is just going to be one of your characteristics. And that's going to be relative to whoever is judging you. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's sitting back here being judgy, being choosy. So, hey, don't talk about being nice to nobody, man. Just be nice and keep it moving. But this the other crazy part about the whole thing, man, is that, so another part of the thing that it spiraled into is that the term nice guy, clearly I said, became derogatory. Okay, so the thing that everybody came out with, the ladies were saying, was that apparently nice guys, if you call yourself a nice guy or if you come off as a nice guy, then they think that you have a little dick. And I was like, for real? And they was like, yeah, man, like nice dude, any dude that's being all nice and try to claim that he's a nice guy is he probably got a little dick. And I was like, oh shit. Like, where did y'all come up with that theory from? I was like, yo, that's crazy. I would have never assumed that that's what meant that women were profiling dudes as. The nice dudes have little dicks. That's crazy. And the ladies were like, yeah, it's true. Yes. The yes bitch brigade was out. The yes bitch brigade was on it like, yes, girl. You know he got a little dick. He trying to be all nice and shit to cover up for it. I was like, oh, man, that's crazy to me. But I guess that's the consensus. But do y'all really think that's true? That's crazy. So if you a courteous dude, nice, y'all go out on a little dinner date or whatever, and he's being nice and courteous, and y'all at Ruth Chris, and you sitting across the table eating your little crab cakes or whatever, and you just looking across the table like, I know this nigga got a small dick, huh? I know this dude got a small dick. I don't even want this steak no more. I don't even want these crab cakes no more. He got a small dick. Cause he being too nice. That's crazy, and that's terrible, man. That's terrible. So that means that chivalry is a big ass scam for real, man, because y'all done potentially falsely profile some dudes out here that might have adequately sized dicks as having a small dick because they was just being nice, a nice dude. That's crazy. That's not fair. For generations, motherfuckers have been being falsely profiled as having little dicks because they just trying to open the door for the joint. Sheesh. Can't even pull a chair out here no more in these streets. But yeah, man, I guess they said the big dudes don't feel like they have to be nice because they know that the big dick gonna make up for them being an asshole. And I guess that could be true too. And I guess it's similar to my theory that being a pretty woman comes with its benefits. You know, there's definitely pretty woman privilege, 100%. If anybody disagrees with that, they just living in a fantasy world. Those are the same people that disagree that racism is still a problem in 2018. Same people. That being pretty don't matter. No, being pretty, you can be, that's why you had the whole thing with like Mean Girls and all that kind of stuff. You can be a pretty woman with a terrible attitude and get away with it because it don't matter. People be like, oh, she pretty. I want her to be my friend if it's a woman. I'll be friends with that pretty girl. She attractive, whatever. And dudes still gonna be trying to get at her because she fine, and most dudes are visual, and that's the first thing we go off of. Like, hey, I'm not gonna say dudes actually. I take that back. Most people are visual off the top. So they gonna go for it, whether or not they don't know nothing about it, but they want to be your friend. They want to get you in the bed. They want to marry you. They want to be your boyfriend. They want to whatever. They want to buy you drinks. They want to do all this just because you're pretty. Don't know nothing about you. Okay, so I guess it's kind of true. Same thing as I guess the big dick dudes and the pretty girls all have privilege. Hey, I don't know, man. I don't know. Cause I always said that too, man. Like, you always being attractive definitely helps you. You know, if you're not attractive, man, you better be out here with a great personality. Cause you can't afford to have a bad personality and not be cute. You can't do both. You gotta choose a struggle. Especially if you a dude, you can be unattractive as long as you got some money. If you got some money, that takes away your unattractiveness. Usually, okay. They'll tolerate it. They'll tolerate your ugly ass if you got some money. But women, they just got to be pretty. They don't need no money. They got a bad attitude, no money, but they still don't get ahead in life because they're pretty. And it's fine, whatever. That's how life is. And dude's thing is you got to have enough money to X out your unattractiveness and your assholeness. So you could be an asshole So I guess a rich dude with a big dick is just a deadly weapon. But yeah, man, everybody that's unattractive, we gotta be out here with nice personalities, jokes, 5 degrees, doctoral degrees. We gotta do all kinds of extra stuff, man, to get ahead out here in these streets. Chicks with a GED be out here dating the Princess Zamunda. Just because she cute. You know what I'm saying? She got her whole rent and little PCS bill paid. Metro PCS bill paid. Simps and sugar daddies everywhere just because she cute. Meanwhile, her girlfriend, a whole doctor, can't get a +1 to her bestie's wedding. Man, the world crazy. It's a cold world out here, man. But everybody know that, man. The more attractive you are, the cooler you are, the more bad girl or bad boy you are, the more people gravitate toward you. That's just how life is, period. Ain't no debating that joint, man. But yeah, it's been this whole royal wedding, Childish Gambino stuff, but just the royal wedding and all the continuance of the whole white superiority complex is just continuing to be a situation, man. No matter where you go, these people couldn't even get married without that being the focus, man. Childish Gambino couldn't put out a very introspective commentary piece without everybody focusing on that about white versus black, black versus white, who's white, who's not. Man, fuck all that. Okay, y'all gotta stop that shit. That white superiority complex is killing everybody's progressiveness. Okay, and the black inferiority complex that some people adopt. That shit all needs to stop, man. Just stop it for real. You ain't no less because you black. You ain't no less because you got black people in your family. And you ain't no better because you got white people in your family. You know, you can still be a whack, terrible piece of shit, no matter what you mix with or not mix with. It don't matter. So y'all stop that shit, man. 2018. Kill that noise. You hear me? But I guess the lesson out of all this shit for real, man, with this whole thing about nice guys having little dicks and cute chicks getting all the props. Just be an asshole, man. For real. Assholes be winning out here. Whether or not you a creative dude that was raised to be nice and courteous, or you're a nice, refined woman with a whole bunch of accomplishments and all these things, it don't matter. Just be an asshole. And then later on down the road, if you do happen to be nice to somebody, you'll get extra credit for it. Like you'll get extra credit because you'll show maturity and growth. When you decided not to be an asshole no more for that one time or whatever, man, for real. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. I'm going to let y'all get up out of here, man. Cousin Cornbread, once again, hosting your favorite show, sex, travel, sports, food, podcast. And I'm going to end it with that, man. Y'all being too choosy. And shit, y'all need to stop all that shit, man. And once again, go on cousincornbread.com. Check out everything on there, man. And just go to not Cousin Cornbread. And go to cornbreadscloset.com as well to get you a new t-shirt. Get fresh. And don't forget, May 27th, we down at National Harbor with wine and spirits, liquor. I made that up. Laughing Spirits at the Tasting Room at the National Harbor, May 27th, 6 o'clock p.m. Go on my website, get your tickets, man, on the events tab, all right? And I'm going to leave y'all with the same jump, man. Same thing I say every week. The 3 keys to life. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. Number 2, if you don't set goals, you'll work for somebody who does set goals. And number 3, don't drink and drive. You might spill some. Log out.